This footage highlights a critical failure in workplace safety protocols. While workers were unloading materials from a truck, a massive section of concrete debris detached from an upper level, crashing into the workspace and creating a dangerous cloud of dust. Because the team was positioned directly in the drop zone, they had zero time to react. This incident likely stemmed from a lack of exclusion zones, poor structural support, and missing protective gear. To prevent such events, it is vital to maintain a safe distance from overhead work, conduct thorough pre-task hazard assessments, and use debris netting. Safety is never optional. A single moment of complacency can lead to severe consequences. Always prioritize situational awareness and follow strict site guidelines. This video serves as a critical safety warning regarding the high-pressure risks involved in heavy-duty tire servicing. While workers were inflating a truck tire, a sudden and high force pressure release occurred, creating a powerful shockwave that sent debris flying. Because the crew was in close proximity without protective barriers, they were directly impacted by the blast. Such incidents often stem from overinflation, structural tire damage, or the lack of a heavy-duty safety cage. To stay safe, technicians must always utilize certified inflation racks. Maintain a safe perimeter using long air hoses with clip-on shocks, and perform routine inspections to identify wear or bulging. Workplace safety is the top priority. Never let a moment of complacency lead you to ignore the fundamental rules that protect you and your colleagues. Always prioritize situational awareness on the job. Based on surveillance footage, this stage incident occurred when a student inadvertently touched metal scaffolding or an lead system that had an unresolved electrical leak. This led to a severe electric shock and immediate collapse. Despite rapid aid from bystanders, the outcome was tragic, highlighting how the lack of rigorous technical inspection after previous irregular signs created a hazardous environment. This serves as a vital reminder for safety protocols. Event organizers must conduct routine inspections using professional testing equipment to ensure all structures are properly grounded. Utilizing ground fault circuit interrupters (CFI) is essential for any stage setup. Furthermore, staff need emergency training to safely disconnect power and provide first aid, while high-risk zones must be strictly cordoned off with clear warning signs to protect all personnel. Inside a busy fabrication shop, an employee was working near a high-speed rotating shaft when their clothing suddenly became entangled in the drive components. The extreme rotational force pulled the individual into the mechanism, prompting alert co-workers to rush toward the emergency stop to disconnect power and begin a rescue. This incident serves as a sobering reminder that safety protocols are life-saving requirements. To prevent such accidents, workers must avoid loose attire, jewelry, or long hair that act as snag hazards. Maintaining safe clearance behind designated lines and ensuring all gears have fixed protective guards is essential. Every team member must be trained to locate these stop buttons instantly. Ultimately, situational awareness and total focus are vital. As a single moment of complacency can change a life forever, safety is a collective culture of protection. Based on surveillance footage, this stage incident occurred when a young man inadvertently touched metal scaffolding or an lead system with an unresolved electrical leak. This led to a severe electric shock and immediate collapse. Despite rapid aid from bystanders, the event resulted in a deeply regrettable outcome, highlighting how a lack of rigorous technical inspection after previous irregular signs created a hazardous environment. This serves as a vital reminder for safety protocols. Event organizers must conduct routine inspections using professional testing equipment to ensure all structures are properly grounded. Utilizing ground fault circuit interrupters (CFI) is essential for any stage setup. Furthermore, staff need emergency readiness to safely disconnect power and provide first aid. while high-risk zones must be strictly cordoned off with clear warning signs to protect all personnel. This workplace safety alert highlights the critical link between emotional control and hazard awareness. At a busy industrial site, 3 workers are seen talking near a stack of heavy materials when a sudden disagreement leads to a physical confrontation. During the scuffle, the worker is pushed down just as a heavy metal beam shifts and falls onto them. Co-workers immediately spring into action to lift the beam and call for medical help. This incident serves as a stark reminder that professional environments require calm heads. As heated arguments can escalate into life-altering accidents, safety compliance means maintaining distance from unsecured materials, while conflict resolution must always be handled through dialogue or supervisors. Ultimately, avoiding rash actions in high-risk zones and maintaining emergency readiness are essential for ensuring everyone returns home safe. This workplace safety alert highlights the critical importance of ladder safety and surface hazards in industrial environments. The footage captures a serious accident where a worker using a frame ladder for overhead electrical repairs falls because the ladder was positioned on a floor contaminated with an oil slick. The base lost its grip and suddenly slid out, leading to the fall, after which nearby colleagues rushed to provide assistance and call for emergency medical services. Key takeaways include the necessity of thorough surface inspections to ensure floors are dry and free of slippery substances like oil or grease before setup. Furthermore, workers must always verify ladder stability and, whenever possible, have a co-worker secure the base. Rapid intervention remains a critical factor in managing such incidents effectively. This footage captures a high-risk labor incident at a construction site, serving as a sobering reminder of why safety protocols exist. A crew was coordinating with a crane to lower a massive concrete slab into a deep trench. Instead of maintaining a safe perimeter, one worker stood directly on the suspended slab, while others remained at the bottom. Suddenly, the trench edge suffered a severe structural failure, triggering a massive cave-in. Due to a lack of shoring and blatant disregard for safety regulations, the collapse pulled the worker into the pit and trapped those below instantly. Critical violations included unsafe positioning within the fall zone, lack of trench reinforcement, and missing PPE. Safety is not an option. It is a survival requirement. Never trade speed for your well-being, as a single lapse in judgment can change lives forever. This footage captures a critical safety incident involving the transport of large glass panes on a flatbed truck. A worker is seen attempting to manually stabilize the upright sheets, which lacked a secure racking system. As the vehicle shifts, the load collapses, causing the glass to shatter and catching the worker in the momentum. This highlights several key violations. First, the lack of proper securement like a frame racks or tension straps. Second, the dangerous positioning of the worker attempting to manually brace a heavy load. And finally, a failure to conduct a risk assessment before moving. When handling oversized freight, following tie-down procedures is non-negotiable. Never use your body as a substitute for safety equipment, as one oversight can lead to devastating consequences. Compressed air and pressurized equipment represent immense stored energy that can turn catastrophic if handled without professional expertise. As demonstrated by this footage, an individual's attempt to manipulate a gas cylinder valve without proper technical training or safety gear resulted in a massive pressure failure. The release was instantaneous, launching the cylinder like a projectile with enough force to tear through solid brick walls. This incident serves as a critical warning. Never tamper with pressurized units using improvised tools, and always ensure a system is fully depressurized via certified methods before maintenance. Prioritizing personal protective equipment (PPE) and conducting routine inspections are non-negotiable safety standards. Overconfidence in mechanical environments is a gamble no one should take. as a single technical error can lead to life-altering consequences. In this safety demonstration, a worker attempts to move a large, heavy panel using a manual pallet jack. Instead of pushing the load or seeking help, the individual pulls the material backward, using their body weight to counterbalance the heavy frame. Because the load-desk center of gravity was unstable and exceeded the worker's control, the entire rack tipped forward, trapping the worker between the frame and the floor under the full impact of the massive load. This incident highlights critical lessons. Always use equipment rated for the specific load and never stand in the line of fire. It is essential to push rather than pull to maintain visibility and a safe escape path. In an industrial environment, cutting corners can have life-altering consequences. Strict adherence to safety protocols is the only way to ensure every worker returns home safely at the end of the day. This video highlights a critical safety hazard at a construction site when heavy building materials unexpectedly fell from an upper level due to an apparent mechanical failure or improper load securing. The incident occurred in seconds, giving workers on the ground almost no time to react. This serves as a vital reminder of the importance of strict adherence to OSHA safety standards and worksite protocols. Key safety measures include establishing strictly enforced red zones or exclusion areas beneath overhead work to prevent entry into high-risk zones. Additionally, all rigging and hoisting equipment must undergo rigorous daily inspections to ensure they meet load requirements. Beyond wearing standard PPE, like hard hats and high-visibility vests, maintaining constant situational awareness and staying clear of active live loads is essential to protecting everyone on the job site. This video documents a significant mechanical failure involving a freight lift at a commercial facility. As the lift was transporting materials upward, the cable system suffered a total failure, causing the platform and its load to fall freely. The incident occurred within seconds, resulting in a high-impact collision that caused extensive damage to the surrounding infrastructure. To prevent such hazards, all lifting machinery must undergo scheduled technical inspections to identify metal fatigue or cable fraying. Operators must strictly adhere to weight limits and ensure loads are balanced before operation. It is also essential to establish safety zones with clear barriers to prevent personnel from entering the area beneath the lift's path. Maintaining constant awareness and a safe distance is vital to protect everyone on site. This footage highlights a critical safety failure at a waste facility when a worker entered a refuse truck's blind spot during discharge. As the hopper tilted, a lack of communication led the individual into the path of the mechanical system, causing the truck to lose balance and tip backward into the collection pit, pulling the worker with it. This incident serves as a vital reminder to maintain a safe buffer zone around hydraulic equipment and follow the blind spot rule. If you cannot see the driver's mirrors, they cannot see you. Proper safety protocols, including wearing high-vis gear and using spotters or two-way radios to confirm an all clear before approaching machinery, are essential. Never compromise safety for speed. These procedures exist to ensure every worker returns home. This surveillance footage captures a high-risk near-miss at a warehouse, where an employee's lapse in concentration led them directly into a forklift test path. The individual entered a hazardous zone behind the vehicle, but vigilant co-workers intervened to prevent a serious accident. This incident highlights why strict buffer zones around heavy machinery must be maintained at all times. Workers must follow the blind spot rule. If you cannot see the driver in their mirrors, they cannot see you. Staying safe requires wearing high-vis gear and using clear communication, such as horns or signals. Before entering high-traffic zones, site management should also use barriers and dedicated spotters to prevent unauthorized entry. Never trade safety for convenience. These protocols ensure everyone returns home safely.
This footage captures a serious industrial accident in a loading dock area. While a forklift was moving a bulky crate, an electric trike unexpectedly crossed its path. Due to the oversized load obstructing the operator's view and a mutual lack of awareness, the forklift's tines collided with the vehicle, causing severe injury. This incident serves as a critical reminder of safety protocols. Operators must always maintain a clear line of sight, reversing or using a spotter if a load is too tall. Pedestrians must never cross in front of active machinery, maintaining a 10-foot danger zone until eye contact is made. In high traffic zones, a single second of distraction leads to life-altering consequences. Workplace safety must always remain the primary focus of every operation.
This footage captures a severe roadside accident occurring at night, while the individuals were working at a sidewalk stand. A sedan suddenly lost control at a high rate of speed, crashing directly into the business area. The powerful impact scattered furniture and equipment, leaving those present with no time to react and resulting in serious injuries. This incident serves as a sobering reminder of the risks present in seemingly safe areas. For roadside businesses, it is crucial to avoid placing workstations too close to the roadway and, if possible, install safety bollards. Motorists must strictly adhere to speed limits and maintain high situational awareness. Always stay mindful of your surroundings and listen for unusual traffic sounds when working near the road to provide the split-second needed to react in an emergency. This footage captures a dangerous industrial accident during routine road maintenance when a passenger vehicle lost control, launched into the air, and landed on a traffic coordinator. This event highlights the vital importance of strict safety protocols in work zones. Construction units must implement physical crash barriers or truck-mounted attenuators at safe distances and use early warning systems to alert oncoming traffic. Coordinators should always maintain a safe standing position, avoiding the direct path behind service vehicles while monitoring traffic flow for evasive action. Finally, motorists must maintain total focus and reduce speed when passing through marked zones. A single moment of distraction can lead to devastating consequences for those performing their duties on the road. This footage serves as a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of high-pressure environments. The scene unfolds at a loading station where two workers perform routine tasks atop a large tanker. What begins as a standard procedure quickly turns into a critical equipment failure when an internal pressure surge causes the hatch to blow open. The sudden release of energy is powerful enough to throw both workers from the vehicle instantly. A massive plume of white vapor erupts, engulfing the area and obscuring the view. As the vapor dissipates, the tanker stands alone, underscoring the severity of the event. This incident highlights the necessity of rigorous safety compliance and proper venting protocols, as vigilance must always remain the top priority in industrial settings. This footage captures a critical safety incident at an active works site involving a heavy construction vehicle and a pedestrian. While reversing, a large truck's driver was unaware of a worker in a high-visibility vest, standing directly in a total blind spot. The resulting collision pulled the individual underneath the chassis so rapidly that bystanders could not intervene. This tragedy highlights vital safety lessons. Personnel must never walk behind operating machinery and should maintain a 15 to 30-foot buffer. Always establish eye contact with operators before crossing. Remember the blind spot rule. If you cannot see the mirrors, the driver cannot see you. Management must utilize dedicated spotters on audible alarms. Safety is a shared responsibility. One moment of distraction around these road giants can lead to irreversible consequences. This footage serves as a vital reminder that workplace safety is non-negotiable. It captures a split-second lapse in judgment, leading to a severe industrial accident, highlighting the hidden dangers of high-speed production while the machinery was running. A worker bypassed safety protocols by reaching into a hazard zone without de-energizing the equipment. Consequently, the moving parts caught the worker's hand, causing a serious injury that bystanders could not prevent. This underscores a clear message: safety is a lifeline to prevent such tragedies. Everyone must strictly follow lockout, tagout, lockout procedures, maintain situational awareness, and utilize machine guarding. Never bypass safety barriers or PPE. Safety must be integrated into every action on the floor. Don't let one moment of complacency change your life. Work responsibly for yourself and your family. This footage captures a unique situation at an automated car wash that serves as a significant safety reminder. While a police officer was getting a quick wash during his lunch break, a staff member became overly nervous, leading to an operational error that caused the conveyor system to malfunction. Fortunately, the officer and his colleagues acted as professional first responders to resolve the situation safely. This incident highlights the vital importance of staying calm and following protocols in any work environment. Maintaining composure is essential, as panic near heavy machinery can lead to dangerous technical errors. Staff must be fully trained in emergency shut-off procedures and first aid. Ultimately, smooth coordination and a safety-first mindset are key to protecting both people and property. Always stay focused and prioritize safety in every action. This video serves as a critical wake-up call regarding workplace safety when working near electrical infrastructure. The footage shows a crew using a long aluminum ladder directly beneath high-voltage lines due to a lack of situational awareness. The ladder accidentally contacts the wires, triggering a massive electrical arc. The incident happens in a split second, leaving those involved incapacitated. To prevent such hazards, always conduct a thorough site assessment for overhead lines before erecting metallic equipment. It is vital to use non-conductive fiberglass ladders instead of aluminum and strictly adhere to minimum approach distance regulations. Furthermore, all personnel must wear industry-standard PPE, including electrical-rated gloves, in high-risk environments. Safety is not a suggestion, it is a requirement, as a single second of distraction can lead to life-altering results. This footage captures a significant structural failure during a bridge construction project, offering a sobering reminder of the critical importance of workplace safety and structural engineering precision. During the assembly phase, a massive reinforced concrete girder suddenly lost stability and collapsed from its elevated position. The impact triggered a chain reaction, causing extensive damage to surrounding structural components and heavy machinery. The sheer force of the collapse, marked by a massive cloud of debris and dust, highlights the extreme risks present on large-scale job sites and the potential for devastating property damage. This incident serves as an urgent call for construction firms to strictly adhere to established safety protocols and load-bearing calculations. This video serves as a serious reminder to follow safety protocols in warehousing and industrial environments. The footage shows a worker moving through a shared space when they are suddenly struck by an operating forklift. Due to a lack of situational awareness from both parties and a failure to establish clear safety barriers, the pedestrian is knocked to the ground and sustains minor injuries. To prevent such accidents, operators and pedestrians must maintain eye contact and scan surroundings before moving. It is also vital to establish dedicated walking paths and separate forklift zones to minimize collision risks. Equipment should be fitted with lights and audible alarms for blind spots. Ultimately, Workers must avoid distractions near heavy machinery, as a minor lapse can lead to unnecessary injuries. This footage captures a sudden industrial accident within a machining workshop, providing a critical lesson on the importance of safe machinery operation. While a worker was operating near a lathe, a dock component or workpiece suddenly dislodged with immense centrifugal force. The event occurred in an instant, creating a loud impact and a cloud of debris that underscores the extreme pressure and high speeds involved in heavy machinery operation. Such a forceful collision can cause severe equipment damage and place the operator in a high-risk situation. This incident serves as a serious warning regarding the strict adherence to technical safety protocols. Anyone working with high-power machinery must thoroughly inspect mounting systems, ensure all safety guards are correctly installed, and maintain a safe operating distance at all times to prevent unpredictable risks. This footage captures a group of vehicles at a standstill on an open highway when a massive semi-truck suddenly loses control and hurtles toward them from behind at an alarming speed. The truck collides with the guardrail and stationary vehicles, creating a chaotic scene in seconds. Fortunately, those involved managed to avoid a far worse outcome thanks to quick reflexes. This incident serves as a vital reminder to always stay alert, to stay safe. Consistently check your rearview mirrors, even when stopped, to spot hazards early. Maintain a safety gap behind other cars to ensure you have an escape route if needed. Avoid stopping in blind spots or near high-speed lanes, and always exercise extreme caution around heavy vehicles, as their massive momentum and blind spots require your full attention. This footage captures a critical industrial incident within a warehouse environment where an operator attempts to transport a large crate. Due to a lack of situational awareness and a failure to manage the vehicle's speed and center of gravity, the forklift loses stability and tips over during a sharp turn. The incident unfolds rapidly, resulting in a severe impact with the machine. This serves as a reminder to follow strict safety protocols. Always maintain a slow, controlled pace when carrying loads. Remain hyper-aware of your surroundings to avoid abrupt maneuvers. And always wear a seatbelt and proper PPE to minimize risks during mechanical failures. Professional training is mandatory to understand emergency responses. Workplace safety is a profound responsibility toward one's family and community, as a single moment of distraction can lead to life-altering consequences. This footage captures a critical moment involving an industrial power press operator who reached into the hazard zone while the machinist was descending. Due to high speed and a momentary lapse in situational awareness, the worker's arm became trapped. Fortunately, the machinery retracted, allowing a narrow escape from a catastrophic outcome. This incident serves as a stark reminder that a single second of distraction can lead to life-altering injuries. To ensure a safe environment, operators must strictly adhere to lockout protocols. Always use specialized hand tools like tongs or grippers instead of bare hands, and verify that all safety guards and light curtains are functional before every shift. Maintaining absolute focus is essential, as workplace safety is a commitment to your future and family. This footage captures a serious incident on an elevated highway where a white vehicle traveling at high speed loses control while approaching a lane divider. Instead of slowing for the curve, the car strikes a concrete barrier with immense force, flipping into the air and immediately catching fire. This serves as a vital reminder to follow safety regulations. Always adhere to speed limits and reduce speed on ramps or curves to maintain vehicle stability. Maintain long-range focus to identify barriers early, allowing for timely adjustments rather than sharp steering maneuvers. Furthermore, ensure regular maintenance of brakes and tires, and stay prepared by carrying a fire extinguisher and knowing emergency exit procedures. Staying alert and respecting the road's limits are essential to preventing such devastating high-speed collisions. In a stone fabrication workshop, two workers were positioning heavy stone slabs vertically when a critical safety failure occurred. A forklift was positioned nearby with its carriage raised to provide temporary support, but as the workers untied the securing straps, the heavy material suddenly shifted and lost balance. While one worker escaped, the other was caught in a dangerous pinch point between the falling slab and the forklift test metal frame. This incident highlights several vital takeaways. Never stand in the fall zone or between a load and a fixed object. Ensure slabs are fully stabilized by secondary supports before removing primary rigging. And maintain clear communication through hand signals. Safety is no accident. Staying vigilant and following protocols is essential to prevent serious injuries. This incident serves as a vital reminder for those in heavy industry to prioritize safety protocols above all else. First, workers must strictly respect the red zone by never standing within the swing radius of high-pressure equipment or moving loads. Pressure management is equally critical, as wellbore incidents can trigger without warning. Therefore, constant monitoring and rigorous maintenance of safety valves like pops are non-negotiable. Maintaining situational awareness is also essential, as a single moment of distraction or standing slightly off position can lead to an unrecoverable situation. Finally, strict SOC compliance and specialized training act as the ultimate line of defense against unpredictable hazards. In the oil field, there is no such thing as being too safe. Always operate with maximum caution because every worker has a family waiting for them to return home. The captured footage reveals a harrowing incident at a busy construction site where a worker on high-level scaffolding suddenly loses his footing and falls to the ground. Due to the critical absence of fall arrest systems or safety netting, the individual impacted the concrete surface, leaving nearby co-workers in a state of shock as they rushed to his aid. This dangerous event serves as a vital reminder that safety is a shared responsibility, not just a checkbox. To prevent such life-altering consequences, professionals must always use securely anchored safety harnesses, even for brief tasks, and ensure that all walking platforms are clear of debris and equipped with standard guardrails. Maintaining total situational awareness and regularly inspecting PPE, such as non-slip footwear and hard hats, is essential. Ultimately, a single moment of oversight can be devastating, so prioritize safety to protect yourself and your team. Surveillance footage from an industrial site recently captured a serious workplace incident involving a forklift carrying a large load. The event unfolded rapidly. As the forklift was transporting a tall stack of crates, the cargo became unstable, began to tilt, and eventually collapsed completely onto the ground. Fortunately, no bystanders appeared to be harmed in the vicinity. This incident serves as a critical reminder of the importance of following safety protocols in a warehouse environment. It highlights how improper load balancing or failure to secure cargo can lead to hazardous situations for employees. This underscores the necessity for regular operator training and ensuring all materials are stacked securely and evenly to prevent similar accidents in the future. Maintaining a secure workspace for everyone involved while mitigating potential equipment damage. This forklift incident highlights the critical need for situational awareness and speed control during unloading operations. While reversing from a trailer with heavy liquid totes, the operator maintained a high load position, causing an unstable center of gravity that led to a cargo collapse. This resulted in significant property damage and endangered the operator. Key technical errors included poor spatial awareness and a delayed reaction once the load began to shift. To prevent such incidents, operators must always verify load stability and adhere to the low and slow rule by keeping forks 6-8 inches off the ground during travel. Never turn or reverse sharply with an elevated mast, and always wear seat belts. Safety first, taking a second to check is better than rushing into an accident. This footage captures a critical industrial incident, where an operator's proximity to a high-speed rotating shaft led to a dangerous entanglement due to a lapse in situational awareness. The extreme centrifugal force resulted in a total loss of control and severe physical impact before the system stopped. Technical failures included a lack of machine guarding, improper loose-fitting workwear, and the absence of effective emergency shut-off sensors to prevent such accidents. Personnel must strictly adhere to safety clearances and wear compliant, well-fitted PPE without loose accessories. All rotating components should be equipped with fixed guards or interlocks. Rigorous training on emergency stop locations is vital because a single second of complacency can lead to life-altering consequences. Always prioritize safety discipline over operational speed. This footage of a severe accident at a ventilation manufacturing plant serves as a critical lesson in industrial safety protocols. The incident occurred during a dynamic balance test on a high-capacity industrial fan when an employee walked directly in front of the intake vent while the machine was operating at high velocity. The technical failure stems from the massive negative pressure zone created by industrial-grade fans, which generates a vacuum strong enough to pour heavy objects toward the blades instantly. This disaster highlights three major lapses: a failure in operational protocol, where the individual did not coordinate a lockout-tagout procedure, a lack of physical barriers or safety grates during the testing phase, and a breach of established red zones. To prevent such tragedies, strict adherence to LOTO regulations, the use of physical barricades, and comprehensive hazard training regarding suction and rotational forces are non-negotiable requirements for any high-power machinery environment. The footage captures a catastrophic structural collapse during a metal roof frame installation, serving as a stark reminder of construction hazards. As workers positioned heavy purlins, the unrefurbished steel frame lost integrity and buckled, dragging down supporting pillars because of a lack of specialized lifting equipment and temporary bracing. This incident highlights critical technical failures, most notably the absence of temporary cables or struts required to stabilize components before permanent fastening. Without proper mechanical assistance from cranes or hoists, the load distribution shifted, triggering a domino effect that endangered everyone on the ground and scaffolding. To prevent such disasters, sites must enforce clear zones beneath heavy loads and ensure structural stability is never assumed. Ultimately, even a minor oversight in the assembly sequence can lead to a total system failure, proving that rigorous safety protocols and proper engineering support are non-negotiable for protecting the crew. Gemini NOI. Based on a closer look at the footage, this incident appears to be a result of a severe lapse in vehicle control. Rather than a loss of steering while in motion, the situation occurred while the vehicle was stationary. It seems the driver accidentally pressed the accelerator instead of the brake. This sudden surge caused the vehicle to launch toward the sidewalk, leaving bystanders no time to react. This serves as a critical reminder regarding vehicle mastery. Pedal misapplication is a dangerous error often stemming from a lack of focus. Drivers must maintain absolute concentration even when stopped, keeping a foot over the brake during maneuvers. Pedestrians should avoid standing directly near running vehicles, as human error can occur at any moment. Security footage captured a high-stakes traffic incident at a busy intersection where an adult and a child were struck by a turning vehicle while using a crosswalk. The impact sent them to the ground, but the doctor's quick braking and immediate help from bystanders prevented a tragedy. This serves as a vital reminder that a split second of distraction can have major consequences. Drivers must always check blind spots and yield to pedestrians, especially children. Pedestrians should stay alert to oncoming traffic, even when they have the right of way. Always maintain eye contact between drivers and walkers to ensure mutual awareness. Ultimately, road safety is about more than just following rules. It is about protecting one another through constant vigilance.